What's going on, guys? This is Rob from Concert Junkies, Rob and John. I have a few guests coming through. If my stand wants to freaking cooperate, just waiting for them to come through. While I'm waiting for that, I announced on July 1st I was doing a giveaway for Slipknot and Killswitch Engage tickets for PNC Art Center 10/10. I believe it's a Sunday at I'll be doing, what do you call it, a meet and greet slash, and I'll bring you guys into the venue.
Let's see here. Does
Sure.
that work?
Yes,
We got. All right, cool. Hey, Robert, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm just waiting on two more guests to come through. I know you know them personally.
Cool. I'm glad we were able to work this out. I was sitting there trying to figure it out. I was Googling. I was like, how does this work? Because I've done interviews before, like I think through Zoom and stuff. It's the first time I've done it through Facebook, actually.
Well, here's the thing. They changed the entire structure on a laptop, so it wasn't going through.
It doesn't help when I'm on a phone, too. So.
Well, I'm on a phone too because the laptop's not working.
Yeah.
So we have two more guests coming through. Hopefully they'll be here very shortly. Mr. Adaman, just give me one second. And again, for some reason he says he can't see this.
Let me see if I can rig up something here.
For some reason.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I just lost my cigarettes. That's so funny.
You lost them? Like where they fell?
They fell into my grow tent. Yeah, that's funny. Oh.
I love technology, don't you?
Oh yes, technology is great.
When it wants to work.
Let's see here if I can. Let's see here.
I'm trying to get them in, but they're not. It's not working for some reason. I had the issue with him before. Oh, wait a minute. He's watching. Maybe
Not sure.
He's here, but he's not physically here yet.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get to these.
There should be a button for him to hit.
Yeah, it's a little green thing, Adam. I don't know if you see it. It's at the bottom.
At the bottom, there's a little green button. It looks like a person.
Yeah, I was finally able to see it too. Oh, Lord.
Come on.
Do, do,
Exactly.
do, do. See here. Trying to figure out a way. I got that. Now I just need something heavy. Hold up this. See if that works. Nope, does not work. I'm experimenting over here while we're waiting.
That's fine. I'm literally trying to get them in. I don't know why it's not.
Cool. Now I can have my hands. You can do it, Adam.
There's a button.
You can do it. Just hit the button. Probably like a little bit different than anybody we've had on here because I like to be weird.
That's fine by me.
But yeah, well, I was saying earlier while we're waiting to see if you figure this out, I saw that you're from New Jersey. Is
Yep.
that correct?
Yep.
Cool, man. I used to live in Trenton for a little bit.
Not that far away.
Yeah. Champ's still around up there? Do you know if Champ's still up there?
Yes, it
Like
is.
I miss playing that place. They used to have a really good grill, but then I've heard they got rid of their kitchen or whatever.
Camps is still around. Meat Locker's still around.
Cool.
Starland Ballroom's still around. All right, while we're waiting for him to get in, do you want to get into some of the questions?
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Okay, what advice have you been given and stuck with you?
What kind of advice have I been given or given?
Well, we can do either.
Well, for newer bands, like people who are just starting up that's never been in the industry before, I'd always say, don't lose hope and always try and just perfect your craft. Now towards advice that I've given or I've been given for the years, it's practically the same thing, to be honest with you, because like it takes years. Like you're not gonna play the big shows right off day one. It takes a lot of work. Like especially me being in Haymaker, we've been a band since 2014, and before that, I was in bands in and out, probably since like 2005, and now we're in 2021. So, and I'm still working my day job and playing shows. You know what I mean? So it doesn't come, just overnight. You got to go out there and actually work. But also, it's a little bit weird now because, like, back in the old days, you just go out and play shows. Now you have to have a social media. You have to have like a bunch of stuff. Back then, you just get in a car and go with your boys and we go play and get your fan base up like that. But it's a little changed now.
Funny, this is a funny story on my end. There's another band called Haymaker.
Yeah, there's two other haymakers actually. I know about both of them.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew about that because when I was doing my research and I'm like, this doesn't sound right, but
Well, we've started putting NC, like North Carolina, in our names, and slowly we're moving away from just Haymaker and doing Haymaker NC, kind of like what Kubicon has done with Kubicon TX for Texas and Unity, like they done with Unity Texas too. We're going to slowly merge into just Haymaker NC for our state because that's the name we liked, and we've built up our own thing for. But also, like all of our merch and our logos have the state of North Carolina in it, anyways, because that's how we wanted to differentiate. Like, we wanted it to stand out. You know what I mean? Because there's actually, I think, two other ones. There's one out in Germany, and then there's another one out in Canada that's like I think it's like a comedy country band or something.
There's you know about the skinhead rock.
Yeah, we're not really skinhead people. Sorry.
No, in general. I was like, wait a
No,
minute. I was
no,
like,
no. Like, I have to deal with this a lot. Fucking, I'll get messages, and I have to, explain to them. They know about us too, because there's a funny story about that. A couple of years ago, a band Jackal was in town, and some people started tagging. They admit to tag us, but they tagged the Germany band. But some people, it was weird. They started tagging both of us in the same event, saying, "Hey, this band should open up for this," and that's how we kind of met each other, really, because we was like, oh, okay, so there's a U.S. one.
I wasn't sure if you knew about that because I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it's funny, but like, I just like to say fuck Nazis. So, anyways, that's how I feel about it.
All right. If you ever write yourself a letter to yourself at result, what would you say to yourself?
Never give up, because I've been where like I lived in my car to living into a decent house, back to my car, and then being all right. You know what I mean? Like, there's in life, there's a lot of ups and downs, and just never give up on it, man, because there's always going to be another day. There's always going to be another battle, and you win some, you lose some. But at the end of the day, you got to live your life, and just don't give up on shit.
So how was it making the video?
The recent video that we did.
Yeah, the recent video.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What's cool about us is we do all of our own media in house. Our bass player Brandon, he shoots all our music videos, puts them together. It's very tiring, but it's a fun experience. We've been learning, through the grapevine. If you like watch our very first video all the way up to now, you can tell we're learning how to, to put the video right. Because our way is like our whole band is all about DIY. Um, we love trying to do it in ourselves because it just adds more fuel to the fire. I'd rather us learn the trade and then to go out. There's a lot of people out there that shoot great music videos. It's just that like I don't have that kind of cash to drop on that kind of stuff at the moment. So we shoot everything in house.
So Mandy's trying to come in now too, and it won't let her. I love Facebook.
Hello, Mindy.
Trying to get her in too. I don't want to start this over again if we don't have to, but I'm trying to get them in.
Gotcha.
What is your greatest success of date?
A greatest success to date?
Yeah.
Man, like we've had a lot of successes, big and small. You know what I mean? I truly feel like we haven't, had our biggest success yet. But also, like even my grandparents told me that like success is really like if you're happy or not. It's not about like like it. Everybody has their different version of success. Either it being a lot of money, a lot of plays, a lot of followers, like a bunch of people at a show. As long as you're happy. And to be honest with you, every time that we play or release new music or put out a new shirt design, I'm stoked. I'm excited. So it's really hard to say about biggest success, but I like, dude, everything we come out with to me is a success.
So what do you do when you have anxiety or overwhelmed while you're on stage?
Well, when I first started, I would get the jitters and stuff a little bit, but like now, I kind of cope with just a few brewskis and maybe a joint, and I'm good. You know what I mean? But it's also like now, I've been doing it for so long that like it's kind of like autopilot. Like we get there, right when that first four count on the hi hats hit or snare, it just kind of like autopilot. It just goes. Like I haven't really got really nervous in a long time, but hey, there's always the future. You know what I mean?
If you could pick your own bill, who would you want on it?
Well, if it was, that's a tough one. But see, I'm old school too, though. Like I like death metal and everything. I'm a huge fan of Black Dahlia Murder, and I like old All Shall Perish way back in the day, and I like As Blood Runs Black. I'm a huge fan of Darkest Hour, so like if you get a mix of those to play together, I would be happy. So I guess you would say Black Dahlia Murder, All Shall Perish, As Blood Runs Black, Darkest Hour on the same bill would be pretty sick. I'd go to that in a heartbeat.
All right. Well, I'm trying to get them still in. Let's play a game here.
Okay, I'm in the games.
Yeah, music. So
Excuse me.
my phone keeps going off. Sorry. Music association.
Okay.
Kanye West. What comes to mind?
South Park.
Okay.
Fish sticks. You like fish sticks? Then you're gay fish. I like South Park. South Park's funner. I don't really listen to Kanye's music, but I respect everybody as an artist. But that what comes to mind to me is South Park's episode with Kanye West.
Okay, Britney Spears.
That one person that was on, I think it was YouTube or Vine back in the day, that was yelling and had mascara running down his or her face, saying, leave Britney alone. That's what. That's what that reminds me of.
Jonathan Davis.
Jonathan Davis. Well, actually, if you think about it, no. I've actually a lot of respect for that guy. Actually, him and his band, started out just like anybody else's, and they're out, pretty big. You know what I mean? So I got a lot of respect. I feel like for him.
Well, since they can't really physically join us at this moment because Facebook doesn't want them to come in for some reason. How about Mandy?
Mindy?
Yep.
Oh, fun, energetic, one of my best friends in the music scene. A lot of respect, and can't wait for future opportunities. And we might have because we featured together with Inferior Design on the Tub Thumping. Have you seen that music video for them? Yep, so like we've been in talks about, since there was 3 vocalists on there, to maybe like have Inferior Design did a feature of us two. Maybe Haymaker does a cover with Mindy and Adam, and then eventually have Dying Oath do one with us too. So there's future track might. Are you there? I just snapped the crap out of my phone, dude. Holy crap. Hold on a second.
No problem.
I get excited, and I can't believe I did that. This is funny. This one's going to be one to talk about. I'm like, dude, I smacked the shit out of my phone. Hey, it's fine.
All right. So, what about Adam?
Adam, well, what can I say about Adam? Um, Adam has actually become one of my close friends over the last couple of years. We played with them at a little bar up in, I think it was like Winston-Salem, Raleigh area. It's the first time I met him. Actually, I think that's where I met Mindy too. I don't know if she remembers that or not, but we met and everything, and we played a couple other shows together. And I like what happened was we ended up talking because I think we were in Virginia. We were somewhere in Virginia, but we weren't at Whitfield. We was in Roanoke. I'm trying to remember the name of the place, and if they were actually on here, they would probably, tell me which was the name of the place. But it was a little bar in Roanoke, and we played, and it was fun and everything. And Adam kept telling me, he was like, "Man, you gotta come down here to the pit where we do shows. You'll love it." And I was like, "You know what, man? I'll take you up on it." So we drove up there, played, had a blast. And ever since then, me and Adam, we talk, on the rig, like every day, about stuff because we're also working together towards other shows with Appalachian Music Productions. We made Amp Fest together. We got big plans for Amp Fest 2 for next year, and always trying to figure out how to bring the people the best show for the lowest price if possible.
That's freaking great.
But I have mad respect and mad love to both of them.
So, what was your favorite moment on stage?
Favorite moment on stage? I have a lot of them, but you know what? The one recently that sticks to my head was it was about 2 years ago. Had a house party, and actually Adam's band and Mindy's band played this house party. And when we came out, we sometimes you see a band and they have some kind of like, intro music playing, So we came out to tequila. So, da, 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 you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had this big ass bottle of tequila, and I was just dumping it in people's mouths the whole time before we even played. And I knew everybody that was in that front row was fucked up by the time we even started playing, and it was a great night.
Do you remember the first time somebody asked you for an autograph?
Yeah, maybe, kinda. Huh. Yeah, I actually do. I think. Yes, it was at a place, I think in Spindale, North Carolina. I didn't even do vocals then. I played guitar before I did vocals. I still love guitar. I was playing in this like kind of like hardcore screamo band or whatever, and some person asked me for an autograph. I remember, and I think they are playing music now, if I remember correctly. So that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Because like you have some kid come up to you. Technically, I was a kid at the time, and they were like, "Hey, can you sign your band T-shirt?" And I'm just like, "Sweet, hell yeah." Fucking sign the band T-shirt, go fucking shotgun a beer. You know what I mean? But now as I grow older, I think about it, I'm like that person started a band. Maybe I help the cause because we're a dying breed. Let's a lot of musicians. It's all about passing the torch to the next person.
Since you said you were from New Jersey at one point,
Yep.
did you know that Vintage Vinyl closed?
No, I did not know that.
They're closing on the 30th or the 31st.
Damn.
I just did a video there yesterday.
Dude, one of my favorite places to play in New Jersey is out. Where Belmar is?
Yep.
Dude, we used to fucking get wrecked at fucking Bar Anticipation back in the day.
Okay.
We used to know a promoter named Ben. I don't know if he's still there. I don't know if you know him.
No.
But like he used to book over there. His name was Ben, And we had some wild stories with this guy because, dude, I was literally like 17, 18 years old, and he would book us up in Jersey, and he would book us all over the fucking place. And we actually played a strip club in New York called the Players Club 35 up there one time.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, the Players Club 35. They have a venue upstairs. So the strip club's downstairs, but upstairs they have like a venue, like a stage, and they have like 2 stripper poles and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, we used to play. Is Hangar 84 a thing? I don't know if it is.
So.
What is it? What?
Growing up, I was Birch Hill.
Oh, okay. Cause like technically, yeah, I sit there and say I lived between like Trenton and Levittown.
Okay.
Between those two, there's a littler town called Tullytown.
I've heard of it.
So, yeah, so it's like dude, it's literally a Rockford, Trenton. You know what I mean? But it's also Rockford, Levittown, but also we go down to fucking like Philly and stuff. I met some really cool people up there. One of my another close friend of mine, his name's Adam. I don't know if you heard of a punk band called Local Demise. But yeah, they're from the Philly area. They were cool as fuck. A lot of memories up there, but I mostly slept in my car when I was in those areas. That's how I met my bass player, actually. Bass player for my band was my bass player in the band up in the Philly, Trenton area. And I talked him into moving down here, and he hadn't left yet.
Yet?
Yeah. Well, like, he loves it down here. I think he loves it. I'll ask him next time. I'll send you a message. I'm like, next time we're at the bar and we drink, I'm like, so do you miss up north? Just to see what he says. Because I miss up north a little bit because they had some food, man. The food in Philly. Whoo! God almighty.
You can answer this or not answer this. It'll be fine. What clique were
Okay.
you? What clique were you in high school?
I don't know if I was in any cliques. I know there was a lot of like, there was some popular kids, there were some weird kids, there were, the athlete guys, there was a lot of people, but that's kind of like cliche as fuck, to talk about, but like it's true how it was. I kind of got along with everybody. I was mostly in the principal's office most of the time. Because I used to get in so much trouble through like my school days because I didn't give a fuck. That's how it was. But it was funny because like when I graduated, I was like the only friend of my like circle of friends that actually graduated. So when I graduated, all my friends were in the stands, like, "Woo! One of us made it." You know what I mean? Like it was funny as fuck.
So for someone that doesn't know your band at all, how would you explain your band? Like the energy, the vibe,
I would explain our band as being kind of like a groove, party, beer drinking, having fun band. We know when to take our art seriously, but we also know how to have a good time. We're not confused about like, hey, we're trying to be like this band. We are who we are. The other 4 guys I have in my band are my brothers. I met them from playing in music and meeting these guys, and I was like, I want to be in a band with this guy. It might not, like, I'm going to say, like, all of them can play their instrument, but it's not just about instrumentation. Like, I love these guys, and I would die for these guys. Because on and off, one of us may have been homeless, and the other one would have picked us up. You know what I mean? It's more of a family to us.
So how exactly did you all meet? I know you mentioned one of the.
Oh, okay. So I met Brandon up north. I met Drew because I was playing a guitar in a band called Pendulums back in the day. Because he was a Max Schroeder guitar player, and we both left Pendulums to make this band. We met Owens because Owens was my weed dealer, and that's my drummer. And see here, Mike was my neighbor in the trailer park in Lincoln. It was so funny because we used to live on this street called Poor Boy Lane. It was literally 2 trailers and a fucking gravel road. I lived right across the street from Mike, and we used to fuck with each other, play video games and everything. And I knew he was in a band. He was in a band called Dragged by the Neck. And before that, we actually had a guitar player named Kevin, and we known Kevin for the music scene for a while, but Kevin ended up getting tied down, with like kids and work, and he ended up moving like 30 or 40 minutes away, and he just couldn't, do it anymore, which, we understand. And we were like, hey, you go do your thing as long as you're happy, we're happy. So that brought us down back to a 4-piece, and we were like, so who are we going to get? And I knew Mike. And a couple of us knew Mike, actually, and we started hanging out with him, and he was just like, hell yeah, I want to throw it out with you guys. And fucking, we started partying together, and next thing you know, we're a 5-piece again.
So if you were not playing music at all, what would you be doing with your life?
What would I enjoy if I wasn't playing music? Probably riding my motorcycle, bar hopping, and I love the beach. So I'd probably be in Myrtle Beach or somewheres like that. I don't know. I have no idea. The world's weird. Like, you don't know how things are going to play out because, like I said, like back when I was in high school, I was a rule breaker. I was always in the principal's office, but also I enjoyed football a lot. And I played football for a while, and I got offered a couple scholarships, but I ended up not doing it because I guess I got burnt out on it. You know what I mean? But you never know, because there's times I sit there, I drink a beer, and I'm like, hey, what if I wasn't a fuck ass and actually went to fucking college and played football? What the fuck would happen? You know what I mean? But you never know. So that's just life. And I wouldn't change anything in the world that I've done because I'm actually happy where I am now.
If you had 3 wishes, well, I'm going to give you 4. One's strictly for yourself. If you have 3 wishes, what would they be?
One, have more wishes. Gotcha. Nah, I'm joking. Yeah. I'm not really about wishing. I'm about more of, anything you want, you can have. You need to go out there and work for it. But if I could wish, I would wish that, I know I'm starting to sound like probably a motivational speaker, but I would like to wish that that everybody on this planet was happy because there's a lot of hate in this world. And I just wish that, everybody would be happy some way, somehow. That'd be my first wish. Second wish, I don't know if it's possible, but if you could deal a way to, have nobody have money problems. It's so crazy. Like, all my wishes wouldn't be towards me. It'd be towards like the world or my close friends. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would rather my friends and my family and everybody else be happy, because as long as they're happy, I'm happy. It doesn't matter like what happens to me.
I respect that. I'm pretty much the same way. I really do respect that.
I appreciate it, man.
Has there ever been a venue trying to rip you off?
I don't think no venue has ripped us off or tried to rip us off. I know that there are some venues that might like us because we get, a little tipsy and we speak our mind, but, at the end of the day, it's a business, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I can't be mad at a venue not wanting to deal with us because, I don't know, dude, there's so many reasons. We got kicked out of fucking Wizard Saloon because we had a bar fight twice.
Well,
They were like, they were like, guys, I love you to death, but I can't fucking have this no more. So
like honestly, what do you expect?
yeah, I know, but it isn't my fault. Like I'm the nice guy in the back running the merch table. I see people having a good time, and then some people don't mix with other people. And next thing you know, they fucking fight. But my thing about it is, we are there at the wrong time. You know what I mean? Like that shit could happen any fucking night, but it usually happens to us. So we have a little bit of bad luck every now and then, but most of the time we have good luck. But at the end of the day, if a venue or a promoter or a booker person, if they, for some reason don't like us, that's on them. You know what I mean? They have a business perspective and I have a business perspective. That's one thing about my band is that we know who we are and we know who our fans are. And we're more of the, the underground, dirty, cheap, having fun crowd. We're not, the pretty, we make a lot of money, I'm going to go buy a $20 beer crowd. So, like, I understand, their point of view, but they got to understand my point of view, which I think they do. And, they're a business person, just like I'm a business person. So I got mad respect for them, and I'm hoping to have respect for me, too.
So with your writing, do you have a muse at all?
My actual way of writing, it's funny because, like, most of our stuff's like I don't know how to explain this. I guess the best way of saying it is like I play video games a lot, and I also like anime. And I read mangas. A lot of my stuff is kind of like I get inspiration from other things that I like in life that I might want to write about, or if I'm pissed off about something, yeah, I might write about it. Just like anybody else. You know what I mean? Somebody else goes out there and writes whatever inspires them to write about. They're going to write about. You know what I mean? But for me, I guess it would be anime and video games and some TV shows. I like a lot of TV shows. I spend a lot of time just chilling and smoking weed, so that's my thing.
So video game wise, what's your favorite?
Out of all video games, I probably would say the Dark Souls franchise.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Between Dark Souls and maybe, I want to say, I like the Final Fantasy franchise. I really do. Like a lot of people sit there and be like, "Oh, I only play one of the Final Fantasies," but I play most of them. I like them, the JRPGs and stuff like that. So everybody has their own thing, but I kind of like Dark Souls to be honest with you because it's just a challenge.
And with anime, what's your go-to?
Go-to on anime would be Elfen Lied, or it would be Attack on Titan.
Okay. I'm pretty much Dead Note, Bleach, and
Oh, all good animes. All good animes. I like Death Note. Bleach is great. Have you checked out Elfen Lied yet?
not at all.
I'm a big. You need to check it out. It's pretty good. It's one season. It's really bloody. So if you like that kind of stuff, you would like it.
I forgot to ask you this question earlier.
Okay.
Is there any song that actually made you cry? It was that good or that emotional?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't really cry that much, man. Like, I don't know what it is. I've had a lot of friends, a lot of family, like die, and some of them died in front of me. I've kind of like when it comes to like emotion like that, it's more of something that I suppress, and it comes out in other ways.
So pretty much you're jaded towards things.
Yeah, kind of. I have another thing. It's crazy. There for like a year and a half, because I have like weird eye problems, and I go to the eye doctors a lot because I have to have surgery and stuff. Because when I was young, um, I had cataracts, and since I was so young, they didn't want to give me cataract surgery because like you're a young kid and you're not ready for that. You know what I mean? The doctors ain't gonna do that for you. And by the time I was able to have those cataract surgeries, my eyes wasn't, really that good, so I'm having a hard time seeing. But I think 2 years ago, I had an issue come up, and my eye doctor was like, "Yeah, for some reason your eyes." They started prescribing me this little bottle, and I have to like put them in my eyes like a couple of times a day. But they sit there and they said that my eyes don't tear up, so my eyes get dry all the time. So that's kind of weird too. Because I was like, I literally was like, so what are you trying to say? He's like, well, fucking, you have like no mucus things, or they're not producing anything right now. So I was like, so I can't cry. That's great. That's cool.
No, I had a conversation with somebody today, like songs that actually made them cry. So that's
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. But like I was saying though, like
personal, like
towards that emotion though, like I really don't deal with like sadness and stuff. I kind of like I accept it for what it is. And emotion, like when you because you're crying because you have that emotion of like either like really like it's really pretty and beautiful to you or sadness. But to be honest with you, I haven't really like almost cried listening to a song. That's just how I am on it. Have you cried listening to a song? I like to
um
know.
maybe
But
one.
it can't be heartbreak related though, right?
Um, it could, but like it doesn't have to be what do you call it? Like it's a loaded. That's I know that's a loaded question. Like there's
It's a loaded question because the song makes emotions come through that's not for the music. It's for the memories of you being like you're sad because you won't ever feel that way again towards somebody.
yeah, we all have a song or two that you hear it and you know
I totally feel what you're saying. But like towards pretty music, I kind of like instrumentation stuff. Lindsey Sterling is great on since she does violin.
she's amazing.
Oh yeah, like huge fan of her. Like the music I listen to, there's no like the heavy metal stuff. I ain't really no crying in that. It's just more of like aggression and fucking getting shit out. You know what I mean?
Like randomly today, what do you call it? Scorpions came up on my YouTube. There's so many bands that had love ballads that you wouldn't even have thought of. That were
Oh yeah, dude. There's a lot of ballads. There's a ballad that we have, but we never record it because it's funny. Because we sit there and we'll play it on our acoustic and we all sing it together when we're drunk. So if you hang out with us on our bus and we get really fucked up, and Mike grabs the acoustic guitar,
what's gonna happen.
it's going to happen. And it's so funny because like we've been playing it for the last couple of years and we know it. And I keep telling the guys we should record it just to be fucking hilarious. And we shoot a music video, shoot it in black and white, and just be like, this is the Haymaker ballad.
I was playing it right now without even listening to it.
So you hear that, Mike? If you're watching, we have somebody said they would listen to it.
I'll buy a copy.
Hell yeah.
So is there okay? On another note, is there a song that you wish you wrote that somebody else did?
Mm,
It's a hard one.
man, I know it's a lot of questions, man. Like to me, my thing is like I respect everybody and I respect artists, and like you asking me questions, like I ain't gonna take nobody's work. But if I was gonna, if for some miraculously I was able to write it, that would be sick. But like, there's a lot of good songs. Fucking
I'm stating actually, it's not taking anybody's work. Stating the fact that
saying the fact that if they weren't even involved and you wrote it,
yeah, yeah,
probably. I'll be honest with you, it's crazy, but I love Roach Funeral's Sledgehammer Facelift. I don't
okay.
know if you ever listen. I bet you he was probably going to say something totally different than what that is. But I love
It is.
that fucking band.
No, like there's plenty of songs like I've listened to. I do play acoustic once in a while, and I'm like, I wish I wrote that.
Yeah.
You ever think of doing a Christmas album?
You know what's funny? We talked about it. Oh man, Mindy and Adam need to get on here because the day before Amp Fest, we were all drinking, over there at the venue where we were going to have this big festival and everything, and we started talking about doing these features of each band and everything. And I was sitting there, I was like, you know what? We should totally do a Christmas album where Haymaker does 2 or 3 songs, and Fear Design does 2 or 3 songs, and Dying Earth does a couple songs, and we can all feature on each ones and make a compilation of Christmas songs. I think it'd be fucking hilarious. And I knew it'd take a lot of time to do it because you need about like what 10 songs. So it'd take about a year. We need like a year advance to like go in the studio and actually do that. But I think it'd be fucking amazing. And then you can have like these like really like cheap, not cheap, but like funny little YouTube commercials where it's just like the sleigh bells going and fucking dudes like for a low price of $9.99 you can have favorites such as etc.
I'll come out and dress up as Santa.
Hell yeah. I worked as Santa. I worked as Santa for 1 year one time.
The freaking day.
Yeah, dude, fucking I had a part-time job at Lowe's and it came up to Christmas time. And they were like, "Hey, Tyler, do you want to be Santa?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to be Santa. Where's the fucking suit at?" And I fucking like hung out outside all day, and like people would come up to me and take pictures with me, and I would be like, "I'm Santa Claus." It was fucking great, dude. I did it for like 1 year. It was awesome. They said I was natural at it too, so hell yeah.
That's great. Been working on a Christmas album and maybe an acoustic.
So what we'll do is we'll do the Christmas album, and then we'll put the ballad on the Christmas album as a hidden track. That's what we'll do. Yeah.
So behind track 10.
Or somewhere's in there. Because 10's kind of cliche. I might put it, somewhere random, like behind track 3 or something. You know what I mean? Or like let it roll off for a minute and all of a sudden it just comes in.
Okay, so speaking of, have you ever realized that like the major holy crap songs are not the first on the album?
What'd you say now?
When you buy a CD or you buy a tape or well, it's not a record. Have you ever realized that the songs that were the bangers weren't the first song on the album?
Oh no, they're not. They're not structured that way. Um, Usually, like when you record an album, It really depends on how you want to do it, to be honest with you. It depends on your label. It depends on your band. It depends on your PR people, like which songs you want to release first. Because the main thing about pushing an album is you want to get traction for an album by releasing a single or two. So like people get stoked and be like, hell yeah, that song was badass. I want to listen to that fucking album, but the album hadn't come out yet. So like you wait a little bit and eventually the album comes out, which the song was on that album, but yeah, it might be fucking track 5, track 7. You never know. Just really depends on where the album is going because like, when you write an album, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. That's how you traditionally write an album.
Well,
And
tell a story, so
yeah, you're telling a story throughout the album, but there's some like abstract bands that like do things different too. Um, it just depends like how much album you listen to because some people are like, you know what? Let's think outside the box. You know what I mean? But sometimes when you think outside the box, it just, like a plane crash. It's, you know what I mean? So it just depends on the artist and if they can pull it off well and where they decide to put the song at.
we might be going back way back, but do you remember the first time bands sung back at you?
Well, as the years go on, as we keep playing, well, I don't say years, God, yeah, it's years. Well, as the shows go on, I'm starting to see more and more people know our lyrics to the songs, which means they listen to us, which it's awesome. It's an awesome feeling, when you're fucking feeling the music, your guys are feeling the music, your front row's feeling the music, and you look up and you see some people trying to grab that fucking microphone for a part that they know it's coming up. It's a cool feeling to have because you really connect with the people that are listening, and it's been happening slowly for the years, and it's starting to happen more and more and more as we go.
So, what is your best band moment and your worst?
Oh God, I haven't really had any bad fan moments, to be honest with you, man. Most of the time, all of the people that we meet are really good, loving people, man, because they just want to have a good time. But I remember at Drunk Horse Pub, we played with King 810, and I sold a lot of weed on tour. So fucking, I took my weed money because I was already, broke even, and I just had a profit, and I said, you know what, fuck it, I want people to have a good time. So I went up to the promoter, I bought the rest of the tickets, went outside, and just gave tickets away to people as they're coming in because we were the openers for the show or whatever. And I was like, here you go. I know you're out here, you're going to pay $20 or whatever, but my name is Tyler and the band I play in is Haymaker. Here's a ticket. We play first. I've done that before. And I remember I did that till all the tickets were gone. And then we went out there and play. I turned around, after sound check, and on the stage was just lines of beers because everybody bought me beers I gave tickets for. And I thought that, dude, I had so many beers, it was ridiculous. It was just like beer, 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 beer. It looked like it was part of the stage.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Is there a certain venue you would love to play
at? Venues I like to play at. Well, I'd like to play I like to play every venue in the fucking world if I could. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to it, if somehow, as some miracle, and the heavens open up, and in the middle, Lord was like, "Hey, Maker, you're famous." Boom. Fucking Bank of America Stadium with 100,000 plus. That shit would be fucking lit. And I would probably die happy. Well, I would die happy now, but dude, I'd be fucking so crazy. Dude, I would it would be nuts. I would be drinking, and there'd be a lot of doobie smoking going on, and there'd be a lot of fucking white girl going around.
I'm happy to say that you didn't say the Garden because it's cliche.
Oh no, Garden's cool, but the reason why I said Bank of America Stadium here, I'm all about, my local state. And if I was going to do something special and if I got something big, I want to do something where I'm from. Because I know that's where my local fan base is, where we're from. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're going to do it. We're going to do it right. We ain't going to, do it. I ain't going to fucking book a fucking stadium like in Japan or fucking New York, somewhere that, we play, occasionally when we're on tour. I'm going to play something at home.
All right, I know we talked about this earlier, but if you could be a character from any hit TV show, what would it be?
Fucking Julian from Trailer Park Boys.
Okay.
Because he's always got his fucking glass of fucking liquor and Coke. That'd be me.
All right, now it's your turn. You can flip the script. You can ask me anything.
Okay, flip the script. So, what kind of what kind of bands should I be looking out for up there in your part of the woods, up there in New Jersey?
Well, heavier.
Anything like who's hot right now in New Jersey? Who comes out to see?
Definitely the Clydes. Bobby Mahoney and the Seven Sons. I mean, everybody's on the lighter side, but
Well, that's fine.
Natalie Farrell, the Wags. I mean, it's all Asbury scene.
Asbury Park.
Yeah,
All right. Hell yeah, dude! It's been a long time since I stepped foot in Asbury. God, you know what? Fucking, I'm booking a tour in March of 2022,
Okay.
and we might come to New Jersey because I miss it so goddamn much.
If I'm still in Jersey at that point, I'm coming to see you.
Fuck yeah, because I like to book at Champs or something on the coast down there in South Jersey. I just don't know who's still around. You know what I mean? Fucking, there's a place up in North Jersey that we used to play. I'm trying to remember something Bats. Something. Is it Dingbats?
Yep.
Yeah, Dingbats. Yeah. It's been a long time since I played there.
Dingbats is still around. The Meat Locker is still around. Have you ever played the Meat Locker?
No, I never played the Meat Locker, but that sounds amazing.
It's literally it's a basement show, pretty much.
Fuck yeah, dude! Like I love basement DIY shows, dude. That's the best shows I've ever like. I feel more at home. You know what I mean? Like when I'm on the ground and there's a person in front of me that can punch me in the face,
Yeah.
I'm at home. Because I do that all the time. Whenever we play a show and there's like people in front of me, I'm like, yo, y'all want a free shirt? Whoever can lay a lick on me, let's do it. You know what I mean?
So out here, and we still have Starland Ballroom.
Oh yeah.
It used to be Hunka Bunka. Do you remember Hunka Bunka?
Well, yeah, I know the ballroom though. I know the name of the ballroom, but I don't know what it was before then. Because I think I lived up there. I don't know which years it would be. I'd have to ask Brandon. He would probably know. I'm gonna say had to be 2007, 2008ish is when I was living up that way.
Yeah, so Starland Ballroom. Yeah, it was Starland Ballroom by that. And
So when we get done with this, send me those band names and a message, and I'll check them out. Because I'm always about finding new people, and also maybe trade some shows or something, figure something out.
Yeah, I can send you whatever you'd like. A majority of them are on the YouTube channel as well.
Okay.
I'm actually going to let you go now, so you can enjoy the rest of your night.
Hey, well, I appreciate you hanging out and talking and getting to know me, dude. Cause like you message through, Facebook Messenger, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Now I actually get to, know you. So like, we're friends now. So don't be a stranger. And we'll see you when we go up that way.
And if I come down that way, I'll come see you.
Hell yeah, dude. I got a big house party in October at the end of the month. I can send you some details if you're down this way.
We'll try to make it out.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah, sounds great, man. And I appreciate your time, and this was fun. It sucks that Adam and Mindy couldn't get on here, but maybe we'll figure it out for another thing. We'll make it up or something,
I will gladly, once this is edited and whatever, I will tag you in it.
Okay, cool, man. I appreciate it so much.
It should be on YouTube in about an hour or two.
Okay, cool.
All right, have a great night and talk to you soon.
All right, you too, man. Bye.